It's time for day 2 of Global Go Fest. Welcome in, everybody. Hope that you're good. And we're kicking things off with what has been a nice little background Zacian. It's not a shiny, but that background for Zacian is insanely cool, I think. Let me know what you were chasing in day 2, if you were trying to pick up the remnants of day 1, if this was your only day. How did everything play out for you? Hopefully, you had a good day. Today, we're chasing the yellow and the blue flower flabébés. Those are what we're going for, and also Mindfu. If we can pick up some Frigibacks, that'd be great. But as it stands now, this is the time that we're going to go raiding. Not looking for a crazy shiny total like we did yesterday. We're looking for those amazing catches. Let me know how your raid session has been going. We did pick up a shiny Zacian this morning, which was really nice. Didn't have a background, unfortunately, but we did pick up, it's somewhere in the midst here, we picked up a background at Goku Bad 98 Zacian this morning, which is great. And also, I was up until 2 a.m. raiding. Thanks everybody who was pinging through those invites or letting me just snipe on in through the friends list. It was an intensely awesome raid session. Even picked up another shiny with a background from Real Preston D, so thank you very much, all the way over, I guess, West Coast. We're going to incubate, we're going to catch, we're going to hatch. Quick, oh my goodness me, yes, our first shiny for the wild. First shiny of the day is a Torkoal off of the Incense. The Italian got one, was gloating about it, and now I can join the smug boat. Such a good shiny, obviously released originally as part of Hoenn Tour. We didn't get it, I think, in Vegas, but we got 3 from the 10Ks back at Global Hoenn Tour. This is a really nice one, and really nowhere near like Tony TM's hatched Shundo. Dude, I saw the DM, you dropped me a clip and everything. I was like, my God, hatching a Shundo is freaking insane. We've got a Pikachu quest. It's not a shiny, unfortunately. Damn it. While doing a Zacian raid, managed to actually use the Go++, pick up 3 Pikachu checks. 1 is Mystic, not a shiny. We need those red ones. We need specifically 1 red one, which that isn't, unfortunately. If we could pick up pairs of them, I'd be very down. That's not a shiny. Zacian with 20 people in. Nice and easy. Will it be shiny? Unfortunately not. The shiny luck on... I'm going to stop myself before I complain about the shiny luck because we are only not a handful of raids and we've remoted quite a lot of them. We've got a shiny in the bag, which is good. I'm hoping some more can pop on through because a background shiny, this would be fantastic, particularly if it's going to be a good one. But doesn't even have a background. Oh my God. And the next one, shiny, fantastic, 2127. Let's see if it has that elusive background on it, because lucky trading these doesn't necessarily harm the background because obviously then it flicks between the two, but the background for Zacian, I think, is absolutely amazing. The electric blue, it's not a background shiny, damn, but 2-star perfect for a lucky swap, I would say. Torkoal! The unknown O does exist. Fantastic. It's a new one for the weekend. And we also managed to not break with AR mode. Maybe better than the weather boosts. It actually is the 2-star, honestly. That's all right. Carbink. It'd be good to pick one up actually here from Global. Come on. Not shiny. Go. Let me in. Jesus Christ. We're now in the good biome, or one of the 2 good biomes. We need things, and this isn't something we need, but we'll take it. It's a Pancham. Quality little shiny, and something I've actually never evolved because it has those evolution requirements. I can't necessarily be bothered, but it's really bad. 0-star. Skidoo's underneath a Dedenne. Please get out of the way, Dedenne, because Skidoo's much more important. It's not shiny. 2 Pikachus, 1's not a shiny, and not a hundo. And we have another, oh, it is shiny. Let's go. Don't know if we've got the pair completed now, but we have 2 Instinct Pikachus. Glorious. Critical catch on that one. Fabulous. And obviously we know it's not going to be particularly good. The things we need are over here though, the yellow flabébé, which I would like to trade as well. Triple phalanx check from the quests, not a shiny. Of course, 1010 is the hundo, which we still don't have to our name. Not a shiny, not a hundo. And finally, while we're doing the Mindfu chase, no shiny, nowhere near 100%er. Mindfu spawns are tricky to find. Okay, so you guys know how if you get a shiny from an egg, it may just pop up and give you the shiny dex entry without actually showing what the shiny is. We've got that right now. It's one we've been chasing. The shiny Mindfu came from the 5-kilometer eggs. Would you look at that? That's the one we've been chasing, and finally the 5K delivered, actually a really solid one. 14, 13, 14. The first one hatched obviously first, and we'd missed the shiny dex entry, but that is epic. I'm really glad we got the sparkles on the egg. That is one we needed to tick off for the biome. Technically you need 2, of course, to get Mine Shao as a shiny, but we got 1. That's all we really wanted. We may have got one of these yesterday already, but a shiny Chespin for the day with a sunny boost. Unlikely it's going to be 100%er. Just going to say that. Actually, I haven't had breakfast at all. I really should eat something. Glorious shiny. It's a 2-starer. Actually not too bad whatsoever. I'm still so stoked over that. It's such a good shiny. Ooh, a very, very nice shiny Rot of 110 CP. Same blue as this shirt. That's what I was going for. The Zacian shiny blue. There's one of the Sunday spawns as well, and it's got a pretty good mega. And 110's going to be 0 star, of course. But no joy on the blue Flabébé. In fact, the Flabébés have not shone at all so far today. Going for a coffee, finally. So we've come for a Hundo Frigibax check, and check this out. That's a Shundo Frigibax.
Woo!
Coffee from Black Sheep. It brings,
Yes,
it brings the
it's a good
Shundo.
omen.
It brings the Shundo. Congratulations, babe. So there's been one Shundo for the group already, which is insane. We've got 2 checks to do here, and there's one here that isn't it. Thank God that's not the shiny. 784, I think it is. Shout out. I can't remember who it was. Somebody shouted this out. It's not shiny, but it is 100% IV Frigibax. I'm glad to see somebody got one. That's actually mental. Eons ago, Marky, Master27, got the Shundo Axew on Global Go Fest on his birthday. It wasn't here, it was nowhere near here, but Hundo Frigibax for the day. Really awesome. Shundo Frigibax. Madness. Well, we're past 1 o'clock now. It is the 4th and final biome before the reset, and for me personally, this one has nothing in it that I desire at all. We're going to do a bunch of remote raids and local raids as well. Shout out to Blue Eye Bandit on this one, Brandon, who we lucky traded our Galarian shiny Articunos with. Unfortunately not a shiny Zacian, but we're chasing that shiny background, of course. We may pop home and just... Hey, background, thank you very much, mate. Check a few things and hit the remotes. There's a Pikachu, we're gonna jump in that right now. Did a local Zacian, nearly lost it, but Phalanx for the day from field research. A 981, not gonna be particularly good, and yes, I did just golden rat a research task. Don't at me. We haven't got a coffee from Black Sheep, we've got a nice lemonade to keep the things hydrated. We've pulled in here because it is bloody boiling out there, and yeah, he's cooled down. This Phalanx is very much up for a trade, I would say. Quick shout out to, I think it's Ash the Champion in our Discord, who sent us a G-Max and Teleon invite. Very nice, all the way from Finland. That's quite a good pull. We've got Alex here for a lucky trade. He's travelled all the way down from Nantwich. So, it's a Zamazenta swap.
Yes.
Totally, his idea. I'm going to give you an OG one. Actually, not an OG one, it is 2024. Very best of luck. 2188 for both of us.
I just did a Zacian,
Nice.
it was 2160. So.
Okay, so maybe, just maybe. 2156. That's the troll number, 2168. It's not bad, 91.
Best one I got.
91%, it could be worse. But thank you very much. Not a back-to-back lucky, but hey, we're lucky friends for you, Novator. Lucky friends for now, so maybe if I go wild, it might happen. The Black Sheep Coffee Raids deliver the shiny goodness. 2141 is the best shiny we've had so far, but the key thing is, can it have that beautiful electric blue backdrop on it? Because that would be stupendous. Had 2 shinies, no backgrounds. Oh yes, it's a background shiny. Come on, that's what we needed.
Let's go.
And kind of a good candidate for a trade, to be honest. But that electric blue background with the shiny Zacian is top tier. Honestly, this year they've been smashing it with the backdrops. We've got CC is mad here. We saw him yesterday, but I somehow nearly forgot the lucky trade. So thank you for reminding me. And well, I'm taking a shiny Zamazenta. He's going to get a shiny Zacian. Swap the 2 sides of the coin. Let's do this. Both looking for 2188. Judgment time with you first.
2147.
Oh my god, we both got absolutely destroyed. The 12, 13, 12 for me. Yours has got to be...
I think 84.
Well, we tried. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth always giving the lucky trade a go. We're into the absolutely beautiful biome that has Frigibax and, well, this thing in it. We're chasing the blue Flabébé, but it is our very first shiny LGM of the whole weekend. Actually, we lost one, I think, on the Paris makeup event. We lost the Squova and an LGM all in one because the spawn disappeared. So this is not redemption because it's 1 star. There's a blue Flabébé right there that's not shiny. They're so rare today. Yesterday, there were so many more spawns. Now there's a bit more Frigibax, but no shiny of that either. It's good news for Marta. She doesn't have to hold on to her Phalanx anymore because we've just got the quest hundo. 1010 CP. Over the course of all the live event GoFest, we could not get this from wild spawns or quests in literally the last like 90 minutes, 2 hours or so. Quest have delivered the hundo Phalanx. There's one costume hundo I've really wanted to get, and I think it's my first ever hundo Phalanx. So that really ticks off a nice big box for the weekend, which, spoilers, rumored to get a Legends ZA Mega. So preparing for the future. That's a shiny Galarian Farfetch straight away after. Look at that. Let me know if you picked up the Hundo Phalanx from quests or raids or something. That's 0 star Farfetch. Fantastic. There's a Frigibax. Well, We don't necessarily need this one, but it's a new one for this weekend. I mean, we did get the Shundo on the combat. Go and check out the video if you haven't seen it already. One of the top tier shinies in the whole game, I would say. But apparently there's blue Flabébés ahead, so we're hoping for a back-to-back on that. 114 is going to be 0 star, really awful, but Pachirisu, not shiny on the Incense, and that blue Flabébé. I don't think we've had a single Flabébé shiny today, so the luck has really switched around on that. Got loads of them yesterday. And speaking of checks, what should we check now? There's lots of raid invites coming, but Pawniard? Nope. Check this out. It's a level 1 shiny Pachirisu. That's such a cool thing to pull in. 14 CP, and let's not muck about. Let's Golden Raz and Ultra Ball the damn thing. Level 1 shiny regional outside of the regional area. Epic. Boom, there we go. That makes it our third of the weekend. Proper level 1. There's also no blue Flabébé anywhere. I know I've said it already, but when you're chasing very specific things and not seeing any of them spawning, I'm surprised this one took that long to sparkle, actually. It's usually a perma boost anyway, but a lowland sandshrew. But hey, why the hell not? It adds to the shiny total. It's a unique shiny for the weekend, so ka-ching, ticks the box. Of course, I had a combo back in 22, I seem to remember. Pachirisu, no replication on the shiny front. We're here 7 minutes before the end of the whole event. Just completed a quest amongst doing some errands and things, and look at that. It's the red Pikachu. It's one of the ones that we really needed to complete. I guess just getting one of each, which is just fantastic. The quests have delivered each and every one of them. And yes, 6 minutes left of the spawns, but the raids will keep going. It's not very good from a quest. In fact, could almost be the quest floor, but Team Valor finally pulling through at the end. But there's still raids to do, so let's see where we end up. So it's now several hours later, we're finally winding down and actually taking a bit of a break. Well deserved after this. I hope that all of you are as well. It's been one hell of a weekend, but we've got 3 final quest checks and then something rather epic from one of the many special trades that we're still going on, I guess. So it should be 3 Pikachus. There may be the odd phalanx left in here. The second one is a red Pikachu, not a shiny. The fact I've seen people getting the quest hundos and raid hundos, but we've had jack all. Not even a shiny, and I don't think I've even had one above 400 CP, but that's how it is. We kept all of them, we're going to trade all of them, but on the note of trades, I didn't even see that this went lucky. I did a random special trade with Marta just to tick them off. I had 3 spare, and this came back as a random lucky hundo background Zamazenta, which is insane. So, let's burn some of the crowned shield energy. We need to TMI and head on. Make sure you do that, and I think it's really good that it gives you that prompt just to make sure you get the right move so you don't balls that up. You could be there for a while or maybe not, but it's another 100%er. Lucky backgrounder. Absolutely awesome. And I need to go through and form change a bunch of these, particularly the Zacians. That's actually amazing, honestly. We will be picking this up a bit later because the plan is to hit as many remote raids as we can do before the cap and the Go Fest end far on the west coast. Big appreciation. Anybody who's jumped in our raids over the course of the weekend, anybody who's invited us, anybody who's let us spam into the raids, or who's attempted to ping an invite our way. Huge appreciation. Always love these global raid things. It's amazing. Now we're awake on the Monday morning. A big thanks before we finish up the global Go Fest shenanigans to every single person who's a part of the Patreon squad. Over the course of the last sort of 4 weeks with the travel for New Jersey and Paris and the global event that you've been watching here, really appreciate every single person who's either met us in person, who's been chucking those raid invites, who's been jumping on ours, and who takes the support of this channel and the content to the next level, because you guys are very much instrumental in keeping this whole outfit rocking and rolling and producing the content, hopefully being entertaining. Each and every one of you are critical to this channel. Thank you so very much. There's a lot to round out because I was awake until 3 a.m. last night doing the raids via remote, and while we hatch these, they are Go Fest eggs, 2 kilometer eggs. Maybe there could be some last Flabébé shiny luck in there. Raid game was insanely strong. Thanks everybody who was getting involved, who was pinging me invites, who was jumping in on mine, as I said. There's a Pancham there, fantastic. And the final egg, it's a Shelmet, wonderful. I've got to give a shout out to the RSVP system. People have been saying, like, how on earth was I getting a raid invite from you from the other side of the world? The RSVP system over this weekend was hugely amazing and instrumental in basically just opening up the raid game to so many more people. So I was getting invites to raids, but the lobbies were already full. If it was at the beginning of the raid cycle, you'd have the little blue kind of calendar icon next to it. You can hit that and then schedule a raid for the next time slot. Then you can send out 5 invites and RSVP yourself and 5 friends for a raid time slot. They can check in and you can get your own raid going. So that's how I was raiding on the west coast of America, technically while still here in Ealing. It was actually fantastic, and we've got some amazing wins from the raid game last night. In total, across both days, we've hit 431 raids, which is, yes, insane, with some amazing shiny luck, particularly on Zacian. So, few shoutouts. We did manage to pick up some background shinies. The one I screen recorded here was thanks to Vieta12, Randy from the Patreon squad. Thank you very much. Some good fortune coming in from the East Coast and Philadelphia and other places. We've had shinies from TRDF, who was the chap who gave us our Shundo Zacian. So we got a shiny back from him. Vieta12's background shiny. We've got a background shiny from Pandy Wandy from the Patreon squad. This one, I can't remember where it's from. Fort Worth. I don't know if that's Disney Mum Rachel, perhaps. Cruise Ship delivered us a background shiny as well from the West Coast. We've got this one's a background shiny. I think this might have been one I hosted myself. And then this final one was actually from Billy Lutz or Alexa, one of the two, possibly scheduling via my own raid on the RSVP system. So some really good shiny fortune, but we did pull in what we objectively wanted to get, was the hundo. We got ourselves 100% IV Zacian, thanks to Pandy Wandy, hee hee. You guys actually saw him on the New Jersey video. We did the trade for a lucky shiny Curem and it went pretty decent. Thanks again, mate. But it came with a background. It was a background 100% IV Zacian. Although, it means that is the only 100% IV from the entire raid weekend. So 430 plus raids, one hundo. That can be RNG, people. But the shiny total for day 2 was nowhere near as crazy as day 1. We took it a very much more easy, chasing the raids kind of situation, but we did pull in some really good ones you saw that we wanted to get. Torkoal was pretty nice to pull in, some more unknowns, the Pikachus, but the definite win was the Mine Food. That thing, I was determined to try and get it, and I can't believe we actually hatched the damn thing. Couple of routes here and there, the Gola, LGM, even Jangmo Munna, another Pachirisu, which is a level 1, 2 Phalanx, one from a raid, one from a quest. Overall, that totals up to about 80 shinies over the course of the 2 days. Now, I've seen people getting a hell of a lot more or less. Let me know in the comments below how your day 2 went and how the whole weekend panned out for you, whether you were able to play extensively or for a limited time. I hope you were able to get some of the stuff that you wanted. We're going to form change this 100%, and we do need to get Ironhead on it. We're going to boost it up to the highest CP Pokemon in the game that's not a Mega. Pandy Wandy, thank you very much for the lucky draw on the shiny and a hundo, actually, both of the background, which is pretty fire. There you go. That's what the regular one looks like. And let me know what you form changed, if you've done it yet or not. In fact, let's just max up to level 50 now. Get it done and dusted. Top CP Pokemon sitting alongside the Shundo. Now, before we completely finish, there's one extra bit of news, which is the GoFest Max Finale has just been announced as part of the whole wrap-up of this weekend. We've also unlocked all of the challenges, so all the Ultra unlocks that are going to be coming through the course of July and the beginning of August are going to be boosted. We're going to have some amazing events coming up, which is very exciting. And actually, tomorrow we've got Shiny Gimmighoul's debut. But this Pokemon Go Fest 2025 is not over. Max Finale is coming August the 23rd and 24th. It doesn't say very much, of course, on the article, but a lot of people are theorizing that this is Eternatus, which is the insanely huge and powerful Pokemon from Generation 8. So whether it's going to be the Dynamax Eternatus Maximus or whatever it's called, that's very exciting that GoFest, yes, we're done and dusted, but at the end of the season, we've got something epic coming up. We're going to help our item bag become slightly less full by using the gold bottle caps. So people are using it on shiny mythicals, some people are using it to get Shlundos of Mewtwo and God knows what. I've been thinking, and all of those could come from lucky trades. Well, the mythicals we're likely to potentially get either for example, Zygold, we may get a shiny one later down the road, we may get another one like we did with Zarude, and I'm fairly sure the gold bottle cap will make a return for another major event down the road, which we'll definitely get. But this one, since it's my first, and I'm thinking there's one Pokemon, my favorite shiny, I'm going to drop the gold bottle cap on it. Trico is my favorite Pokemon, and it's a fantastic shiny, great shiny family. It gets an amazing Mega as well. And this one that I've marked is actually from Seattle Go Fest 2022. It has the event tag on it. It's the only one from Seattle Go Fest. Seattle Go Fest holds a special place for me because it was my first American Pokemon Go event. Amazing time back in 2022. We're going to drop the gold bottle cap on it. Hyper training must be completed within 1 year. You can raise all stats with the gold bottle cap, so you could technically take a Nundo to a Shundo if you wanted to, which may be something to do later down the road, but Shundos themselves are incredibly rare. We've got a hell of a journey ahead of us because it's got 1 attack, 9 defense, and 8 HP. So it's going to be a long grind on this one, but I don't mind. This is completing something for me, and I feel like I will earn this properly. Let's do it. Gold bottle cap dropping down on the Go Fest Seattle Trico Shiny. Battle a Team Go Rocket member with your trainee in a battle party. So you're going to do that once. Catch 150 Pokemon with your trainee as your buddy. Hatch 15 eggs with your trainee as your buddy. So those are all pretty passive, to be honest, but undoubtedly, this is what it looks like. You can go to the Hyper Training tab and you can see all your tasks that you will be presented. And I'm assuming they're going to get much more challenging the harder the stats are going to get. So for attack, we're going to start with battling a Team Go Rocket member. And the final task is going to be win 40 raids with your trainee in your battle party. So you can see there's a significant difference there. And I'm just going to form change this Paris 100% that we got. Few things to note from this Go Fest. So initially, the shiny rates for Zamazenta, you may have seen me mention it on yesterday's video, seemed really, really bad. Not just for myself, but across the board, chatting to people here and even chatting to people on social media. The shiny rate for Zamazenta yesterday seemed to be really terrible. Zacian, I think, it actually seemed to be much, much more shiny, eligible and able to get. Few good points, few bad points with this Go Fest. First and foremost, the ease of catching the legendaries with a single ball is frankly a godsend. Please, Pokemon Go team, keep that bonus in for major events because it was such a pain trying to catch the Curems and the Reshiurams and the Zekroms on Go Tour. I felt like there was a good balance of, things that you could do. So the research tasks, yes, the Pikachu tasks were a little bit more scarce than perhaps the Biome themed tasks. They were far better for Global Go Fest than they were for the IRL events. The tasks for New Jersey and Paris, it was basically impossible to pick up the tasks that you really wanted to get for the costumes and actually encounters at all. The eggs for Global, it was a good tie-in to the Ancients recovered Gold Bottle Cap Premium Tour Pass or whatever it was, the Go Pass, to have half egg distance. But I think if you've paid for the ticket for Global Go Fest, you should get a little bit more, particularly with the eggs being quite useful and actually having good stuff in them. Maybe people who had bought the Global Go Fest ticket get half egg distance, and people who also bought the Go Pass for the Ancients Recovered and Go Fest event could get quarter egg distance. I thought the spawns were pretty solid, although it did seem that from Saturday to Sunday, there were differences in which particular rare Pokemon seemed to spawn more frequently during the biomes. So I probably mentioned it earlier in the video, but the biome that had Frigibax and the Blue Flabébé in it. On the Saturday, Blue Flabébé was much more common. And then for the Sunday, Frigibax was much more common, but that difference wasn't reflected in the info. It may have been intentional, it may not have been, but I think there could have been potentially more Flabébé spawns and just a bit more balanced, really. I don't know, let me know your thoughts and feelings of this Go Fest in the comments below, but I think that the spread of spawns across the biomes, there weren't too many Pokemon, which was actually really nice. You had a more condensed pool of things to chase. Also, from having played all the Global Go Fest going back to 2020, I think the hourly rotations this time around were really solid and probably the most well sought out of all of the Go Fests that we've had previously. And previous years for Global Go Fest, you may remember, anybody who's played them, is the Incense. You used to get Incense exclusive spawns like Unknowns or the rare Pokemon. In this case, it was Pachirisu, Skidoo, Torkoal. Previous years though, you would have the regular biome spawns also coming off Incense. So that's probably why it was incredibly difficult to get Unknown Shinies or the rare Pokemon off your Incense. And we always said Incense was really bad during Global Go Fest. This year, I think it was one of the most overpowered and insanely good things to use. Constant Unknowns, I don't know about anybody else, but I constantly got Skidoo and Pachirisu, the rare spawn that was exclusive for each of the biomes, which is brilliant. So that's a very welcome update and change, and I hope that stays, honestly. At the current time of recording this, I can't really think of much else. There are a few bits and pieces that could have improvements, but some things that were improved over previous years that are massively better than they were, and there were some fantastic moments and everything like that. So first and foremost, thanks everybody who came down to Ealing or joined for the Ealing community over the Saturday and the Sunday. Plenty of people came over for the whole weekend, which is frankly epic. So really appreciate all of you. It was lovely to have a chat as always. Just chat, go around in the blistering sunshine and play the game and have a laugh. So that is actually going to finally wrap up the Go Fest stuff for June. If you enjoyed the content, please do hit that subscribe button down below and throw a like down on the video as well. That would be hugely appreciated. And if you want to see some stuff from New Jersey or from Paris, there's some amazing bits of content, some incredible RNG, not just from myself, as you see my better half pulling in a Shundo Frigibax. There were people pulling in different catches, which is always lovely to witness. Go and check out those previous videos from the Go Fest as well, and stick around because July has got some absolutely banging events coming up, and we'll be covering them right here on the channel. So I will say, until the next time, people, do take care.